welcome back to the Valley, the old farm. It feels like a very long time since I was on here, so I want to say thanks to everyone for the really useful comments that I got last time. Sure, I had some eggs on there, but maybe not. Some of you might remember. The main one was that as long as I have a PlayStation Plus account active, I will keep my access to FS, which is kind of cool. So I guess long term, I might want to think about not needing that because I don't need it for anything else. But hey, for now, it's cool. So we got sheep last time and we got cows, and I spoke about putting a BGA in here. And a bunch of other stuff that we needed to look at or to do. So let's see if we can build something, shall we? I'm going to be sensible and turn off autosave. So obviously always recommend that and save the game before you do anything like this on any platform. And if you're doing landscaping, because it can be a bit random, definitely turn off autosave and save your game before you do that. And then let's go into construction and to productions, and we are going to go down to, how do I, okay. How do I change that? That's a good question. So that does that. That does that. If I go up again, I am there. There we go. Productions. So, factories. And we want the mini biogas plant. So we will go with refueling in case we end up with any electric vehicles. And I think if we put it on the edge of our property, so how do I take item left one? Okay, that's not weird. There we go. So, yeah. Toggle snapping on. There we go. So I think that works, and that's pretty minimal landscaping cost. So let's do it. There we go. So we have a BGA now. We are going to try and go up to. Let's do back. There we go. Let's go up to landscaping and painting and painting and concrete, which I think is the texture that's there. We will change the brush size a bit. We will change the shape, and we want to just kind of try and join it on to the track that's there just a little bit. There we go. So we go out now. We have our mini BGA. Awesome. So the reason that we've got that is to put autosave back on. When the cows start producing manure and slurry, they will, the output of that will go into the BGA. So that's that done. Let's have a quick look. I'm sure they haven't produced manure yet. 120, there it is. Look at all that manure. So everything else has pretty much been left where it was before. So I think I'd said I would probably load some feed off camera. I did not. I haven't had a chance to touch this since I played last time. So we will let's back this out of here. Let's have a quick wrong button. That one. Let's have a quick. So they've got 18,000 litres of food. I think that should be enough for a day or two. So let's head back down to the main farm and get this put away. And then we'll have a look at some of the other things we've put in. So just trying to remember what else I said I would do. I remember. I do remember. So we were talking about doing some seeding and planting some alfalfa. So let's stop that. Let's disconnect. There we go. Let's disconnect and head into the store. And I installed a bunch of mods. So under seeders, I installed the direct seeding pack. I installed these guys, which are not direct seeders. But these are. So this might be our best option. Yeah. Or maybe the aerosim. That needs 165. That would work. What's that going to cost us to lease for a day? $2,000. Yeah, I like that idea. So I'm going to need to drive to the store to get it because we're going to need seed and stuff as well. So I will see you over there. I think we are coming up into the town, which means we are almost at the store. I don't know if I had anything else left up at the store. Let's say it had been a while since I played on here. It's been a really manic week, so yeah. I've gone from being massively ahead to not at all, which is so often the case, as I'm sure you guys are aware. So we'll see what's up here. We'll get some seed in there. We'll have a quick look at some other mods that I've installed so that we can do some other things. But let's just ease up on the throttle a little bit. There we go. So yeah, this is from the direct seeding mod, which adds direct drilling to seeders like this, which have power arrows and things attached. So seems pretty sensible to me that this would direct seed. So what I don't remember is if it took FERT as well. That would be quite useful. So it doesn't. It is just a seeder. So let's get a bag of seed brought. Big bags, seeds. Yes. Sure, we don't need that many. We can use. Is it going to let us refill it already? It is left 3. There we go. So let's just have a quick look in the store. Things that I installed. So I installed the John Deere Gator pack and the Lizard Quad Bear. I thought the Gator would be really good for getting stuff to the store to sell it, like the pallet of melons that we've got. What else did I add in? Thought I added in some other stuff. Let's go to the mod view. So I added in some bigger tractors. Not sure we need those yet. Yeah, okay, maybe not. So let's head back and get some seeding done, shall we? Almost back to the farm, and I think we definitely need a front weight on here because the front end is very twitchy. We do have a 3-point, not a 3-point, on the front. And I'm pretty sure we have a weight back at the farm, so we'll stick that on. And we are going to be planting the little tiny field that we have with alfalfa and the long-term plan is that before we need to plant next year, we'll buy another field to be an arable field. Maybe field 60 that just runs along the cow pasture there. So some other things that I was told. I should be able to mow the cow pasture, which is cool and useful. And I don't remember most of the rest because it feels like a very long time ago that the last video came out on here. So I think that's mainly because it's a long time ago since I played on here, as I've said a lot of times. So let's just jump out. Is the weight on the back of the brewer? It is. So there we go. Let's pull it out and drop the weight off. Yeah, I'm sure that I had some eggs last time, but maybe not. Maybe not. Let's just have a look in the animal menu actually at the chickens. Yeah, we have 0 pieces of eggs, which is kind of confusing. So let's stop the engine and get out of the tractor. And yeah, I'm kind of confused by that. So hopefully something that I've added hasn't screwed up the egg production. It took a very long time to load. Oh no, the eggs are there. Ah, I remember. It's all coming back to me now. Songing that. No, I'm not singing it. I remember I picked it up because it was light enough that I could lift it still. So that we could get something to sell them that we could lift that and the pallet of melons onto. So brain works. On the way back over, I switched the crop over to alfalfa so that we can plant alfalfa. I think this field was in an okay state other than needing crop putting in it and fertilizing. So if we jump out, is the game going to tell us? So small weeds, doesn't need ploughing, doesn't need lime, 0% fertilized. So that's all okay in my mind. So we've got the big fert spreader that we can use to bring that up. And let's line ourselves up. We will we will attach. We will select the correct tool. We will turn on the seeder. And we will select a different tool because I think we need to lower the power harrow. Lower. There we go. I think that is going to be us seeding. Yep, looks like we are. So let's bung cruise control on and get some alfalfa seeded. So I think my other goal for this video that I spoke about last time was getting the melons and the eggs sold because they were worth quite a bit of money. I'm not sure if we'll get to that once we've done this job. We will see. I don't know how long it's going to take with this small planter and my abilities to control the game. So we will see. We will see. And I know I am not great at controlling the camera so much on here either. God, my Essex accent's coming out. So yeah, please bear with me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, because sometimes I don't realise. So yeah, but we're gonna have to put in a few headlands, I think, to make. There is plenty of room around the field, so we might be okay. Yeah, we might be okay. So one of the things that's been happening lately, or not happening, is mod releases. I really don't pay that much attention when mods come out or not, to be honest, because unless it's a really cool mod, I'm probably not instantly going to jump on it. You know, if there's a really cool script mod, it can be a video, it can be added to a let's play. But quite often, once I've got the mods that I want, I'll just carry on and play. So yeah, I don't know. It's just never been one of those things that I've ever got super excited about. I'd say that I used to. I think I used to get much more excited about mod releases, but not so much now. And generally, I rely on the guys on Discord to share, particularly if it's something that they think is interesting or I'll be interested in. That always does me a favour. Yeah, so, but it has been less frequent, I think. I'm not certain. It's partly based on seeing comments from other YouTube creators. So, you know, I think I spoke about this before. If you're a Mr. CDP or a just if I just started work, I have you know, Mr. CDP, a DJ Goham, to some extent, I guess, if you're a Looney Farm guy, much smaller creator that does mod reviews. It makes a big difference if they're not regular, because it's your content. So yeah, it would probably bother me a lot more if that was the case, if it was, you know, kind of my bread and butter and I needed them. But I generally don't. I mean, let's not lie. I spoke about this in a recent video. When I do a mod review or a mod how-to or whatever, they do much better than me just playing the game. But I enjoy just playing the game, so my thing is make videos I enjoy making, so that's what we're doing. You know, I do a lot of random videos. There was the mower repair one this week, which got pulled down because of a sound issue, which I fixed and re-released. So, you know, that was kind of a random idea that jumped in my head and turned into a video. I'm going to do a deep dive on tractor repair, but I need to collect all the data first for that. So yeah, you know, I'm less dependent on it, so I pay less attention, honestly. You know, I am still very excited about the Platinum DLC, Premium DLC. Have I mentioned that at all? I don't think I have. So, you know, just so you guys know, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Also looking forward to Llama and Giants coming to the UK. That's going to be very cool. So, yep. Don't know if I've said, but the plan is that I am going to see if I can get there. So, yep. That should be fun. Or really stressful for me, depending on how it goes, because, you know, people. But yeah, that should be good. It should be good. So if you're going to be there, you might see me, maybe. Next week, I will be doing the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So I think I spoke about that in what was Monday or Tuesday's video this week. I am planning to give away a copy of the Premium DLC and the Horst DLC, my two favourites so far that have been released. It will be a similar format probably to previous ones, so there'll be something in a video to comment which will get you entry. If whoever wins already has those DLCs, then I'll have a chat with them and we'll pick something else of equivalent value that's easy for me to do. So other DLCs, something like that, you know. That's the plan. So, and that's just to say thank you for, you know, all of the many years of support. I've had a really good, in fact, the best month in doing YouTube for the whole time. Better than the Maze Plus release month, which is quite a shock. And that's a combination of a few of the videos that I've done for Farm Sim doing really well, the push on Timberborn stuff, and the fact that Timberborn's going through a big update cycle at the moment, so there's a lot of interest in it. Yeah, it's really, and randomly the diddly squat video from last week for Kartek and I has just jumped up in views. He's doing better than me, don't like that. But I'm joking, by the way, before you all get upset. And yeah, he messaged me. It's like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know, we're awesome. And then I looked and I'd like doubled in views overnight. So we are guessing that maybe it's because it's on the testing list with Giants. So yeah, who knows? But that's always cool. And yeah, some of the tutorial videos and stuff have done quite well. So yeah, it's been good. It's nice. It's nice that the stuff pays off. So yeah. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. You guys know that, you know, I'm not changing. As I said, in probably the last one of these, I think, I'm not sure, make videos I enjoy making. I'm not going to make videos I'm not going to enjoy making, because they take a lot of time and effort outside of everything else that I do. And so if I'm not enjoying it, why am I going to put time into it? And I think it'd be really obvious if I wasn't enjoying it. So that's my thing, you know, if people are forcing themselves to do stuff, I think it becomes obvious, and then, you know, it's less enjoyable for the people watching as well. So, I had a comment on, it was on a Timberborn video, but I've had the same comment on any video. Could be any video. You don't sound like you're enjoying yourself. Be more whatever, you know. So, and the comment was, I like your content, but, and my response was, that means you don't like it, because the way I speak is part of the way I am. Part of the way I am is part of what's in the videos, and if you don't like that part of it, you don't like my content, you know. I spoke about it on a Saxthorpe video recently. I did that really stupid intro. And those kind of comments, I'm not going to change for them. I'll take the piss out of them, you know. I ended in one video, I think, comment of the week. And, you know, it was because it was a dumbass comment. And comments like, I like your content, but, means you don't like it, in my view, you know. What that means is you like the movie pictures underneath. The movie pictures are the same for everyone. So yeah, you know, the voice is part of, yeah, it's probably more than half of the content. So, oh, there's a stray bale over there. Oh well, I'll have to go get that at some point. Yay, bale handling on console. Actually, so I did, if you don't watch my Farming the Decade series, I did some bale handling with a bale grab on there. And actually, this surprised me. The console bale, I used different implement, caveat. It felt a little bit better doing it on console. Kind of surprised me. Come on, go forwards. Thank you. Yeah. It seemed less of an issue on console. Don't ask me why. So it was a different implement, but went smoother. So that's the thing. I guess the other thing that I've been pushing on these videos and on some of my other ones is the AI thumbnails, and they seem to do quite well. They work really well for tutorials, I think, because quite often a random picture of a tractor doesn't get over the message of what you're trying to look at or talk about. And I think that maybe works better with a picture of some sort. I did the contracts one of should you lease the equipment or use your own and repair it, and I think the drawing that I got out of, I use Canva, the site that I use to make thumbnails, has added AI art capability, and I think the drawing that I got out of that got the message over. It was pretty good for encouraging people to click. So and it gets around the fact that I find making thumbnails on here really hard. So and I'm not willing to invest the time in learning how to make good thumbnails on console when I'd rather spend 10 minutes messing with the AI art program to get something that implies what I want, rather than however long it would take me to do it on here. So and genuinely, I don't like how I really prefer using ProShop to do thumbnails. I pause the game, I get the camera where I want, I mess with the camera, and then so AI art is the way forward. It's quite scary, some of the stuff it can generate. I was messing around with using it to generate some short video clips for something I was messing with doing, and it's pretty nuts what they can do, and that's just the start. I think give it 10 years, AI is going to be very powerful if it hasn't been restricted heavily. I don't know if many of you follow tech. For me, following tech, most of my tech news comes from watching the Linus Tech Tips Wine Show, and occasionally Google recommending stuff as well. And one linked to that is the US government restricting export of high-end graphics card chips to China, because graphics cards are used to do the processing for AI, because graphics cards are really good at parallel processing. So that's why the technology is used for AI stuff. And basically trying to limit the development in other countries, and that tells you how important this stuff is for things beyond making silly pictures of beavers and that kind of thing. So yeah, the future possibilities are scary, I think. But anyhow, we're pretending to be a farmer in a tractor struggling to use a console, so it doesn't really matter, does it? This is a nice rig, actually. It's a nice rig. It's a nice combination of new and old, I think. It's sitting pretty well on the... Oh, missed a bit. Now bug me on a grass-like crop. It's sitting pretty well on the field. It's running straight. Excuse me. And that... this is a pretty bumpy map, and the field's not bad, but yeah. I am impressed. And the direct seeding mod is really nice. I could see this seeder being a good addition to the farm, actually. Yeah, it runs nicely on the tractor. It's small, but we're covering the ground okay. The fields we've got aren't monstrous. So yeah, I could see us. It almost feels a bit like ploughing using something this size. So yeah, it's almost got slightly therapeutic. Something that I find quite hard, before I make a mistake, let's do that, is getting comfortable using the controller. So I said, I used to play PlayStation a lot, but haven't in a long time. And, I'm not sat in the armchair, laid back with the PlayStation on the telly. I'm in an office chair, sat with, PlayStation plugged into a monitor with a computer next to it, all that kind of stuff. So it's, it does take its toll on my battered old neck, more so than using a keyboard and mouse. But it's fun still, As I say, it's what all of this is about for me. Yes, playing on console is harder for me because I'm not used to it yet. Give it another year and, you know, we might have finished this save and we might have worked out how to play the darn game. So the fact that I can keep access to the game for quite a while means there's a good chance this is going to be a for me normal length save unless I get fed up. And I'm then thinking that if I get fed up of playing it on console, I might transfer it to PC. There are ways and means. So I love this map. Have I mentioned that? You know, I used it for part of the contracts tutorial. I did some of the testing on here because the fields are a nice size for doing jobs. So yeah, it's just such a nice map, and it feels really well. The farm feels really well put together with how everything works. So yeah, if I don't finish the series on console, I could see me finishing it on PC. And I could then add in some useful mods like grazing and stuff. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. Look at that lovely BGA over there. It's been a while since I've used it actually. And the save that I used it on was the £10 million debt challenge, and actually it got replaced sort of by the industrial BGA, although it was useful for what I was similar to what I'm using on here, processing animal outputs. So, which is, it's kind of funny because I've just put it on here, and I'm also planning to put it on the Barley Spring series that I'm running for the patrons, because I have a bit of land that's not useful to farm, and so stick a BGA on it. Actually, this would be a good point to say thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. You are all pretty darn awesome. Oh geez, my phone is going off like crazy at the moment, so I'm just going to stop there for a second, make a quick note of the time, because I'm not organized enough to have a piece of paper in front of me. I need to quickly check my phone. That can all wait, and we will carry on. So let's lift the cedar up. Yeah, I'm glad I put the weight at the front. It seems to be making the tractor behave much better. I think we'll get this done. I'll then double check just how long we've been going for, and we can afford the John Deere Gator still. I'm really tempted to grab that and run some stuff up to one of the sell points. I think we can do that. I think we have time. So, just opening stuff up next to me. So where are we? I can't tell which videos are this. So bear with me 1 second, folks, while I do some stuff on the computer next to me. So we're good. We're at 33 minutes, which is fine. So, and in fact, I could have just looked at the clock and I would have seen that we are fine. So, because I have the way I'm doing these is I'm playing for an amount of time. So we should be able to get this finished. I don't know if I'm going to return this or hang on to it. Maybe plant a crop with it before we return it. Maybe get the other field planted as well. Possible. It's possible. So we need to fertilize this field, and I think all of the grass fields as well. They might need liming as well, so we've got lots of jobs to do still. Lots of jobs. But I think it would be fun to go sell some of the stuff and get another vehicle on the farm. And the reason that I want to get the Gator is we can get the load area to put on the back, so that I don't need a trailer. And it's a bit quicker, I think. I think we can get a quick version, so we can get around the map get some of that stuff sold. It'll be useful for some other jobs as well, you know. So selling wool, that kind of thing. But I think at the moment I'm probably not planning to use any productions with the wool. We'll see how we go. I think we'll stick with just selling it. Not certain, but I think that's the plan. I wonder what crops in that field. That's the field I was talking about buying. No. Wrong shoulder button. I'm learning slowly. So I don't know if alfalfa is going to be like grass and not get weeds, or if it is. I don't know if it regrows. I've not looked at the details in the PC version of the map to see how it behaves. It'll be an adventure to learn how it works. I'm kind of hoping that we can get a cut off it before winter. Don't know if we will. Again, I might have to look in the XMLs on the PC version to see when it withers or not. The reason I'm planting it this game day is to maximise the chance that it will grow enough that we can cut it. So yeah, got a couple more rows and we should be good. So I'm kind of curious. So obviously, maybe not obviously, this is a little bit less rambly, I think, and more talking about what I'm doing in the game. And I know the rambling is very popular, but I'm curious what you think about, you know, how I'm making these videos. I could do them like I do a normal video. I could sit and play the game for however long and then edit it into something. But just with the way I have to play, this kind of works for me. So we'll see. I have to admit, in the evenings lately, I've not felt like playing super late. Been quite tired, so yeah, it's just after I finished work at the moment. So yeah, we're going to turn off, and then we'll run around, and we can actually drop that in this shed here. That would work, but that is a nice field of alfalfa, or as one person that I used to watch used to say, alfalfa. Name that person if you can. So we want to stop the engine and jump out. Oh, look at that. I know exactly what I'm doing. Ignore the worker pop up. So let's go into the store. We can get to it from here. John Deere Gator pack. So do we want the 6 or the 2-wheel drive? It seems to make not a lot of difference. So configuration, I don't really need a front weight, or let's just have a, oh, that's okay. I'll go for standard. I want the 50k gearbox. I don't want to be going super slow. And actually, there's no cost associated with that. Okay. We'll leave Trelleborg's design config. Ooh. How far do we go? Can I get that with the windscreen? Yep, I like that. Beacons. Yes. Additional lights. Yes. We will leave standard colors. So I am going to buy that with some of the last of our money. And we are going to get, this has lots of options. We've got a liquid tank. Doesn't do slurry, interestingly. Salt spreader, fert spreader. that could be useful. It doesn't hold very much though. We've got a snow plow sprayer. Again, doesn't hold much, not very big working width, but got a 3-point we could put on the back. But we're going to go for the bale container. So that should allow us to put some pallets on the back. So there we go. Start her up. And I don't know if I've used this in a series. I've used it on some things on doing FS stuff, but I don't know if I've used it on a series. I do not remember. But anyway, I need to get back to the yard and we'll get loaded up. Just pulling back into the farm again. The steering is very twitchy on this, so yeah, I'm trying to be very gentle on the thumbstick. But we'll go grab the melons first, and then we will grab the eggs, and then we'll find where we've got to go to sell them. So both pallets were pick-upable by me, so that's good. We stop there. Turn around the longest way possible. Now, how much is in that second pallet? Do we want to take that as well? As 500 litres in there and 500 litres in there. I think we do, you know. So, very nice. How do we rotate? There we go. So, if we pick that up. I also found that you can tip the back, so that's cool. Let's go on a little bit more. There we go. Get the other one on. We'll have to pile the eggs on top. 150 kilos of eggs on top of some pallets of melons. It'll be fine. And to be fair, this weighs 200 kilos, so that's a lot of melon. And also very heavy to carry like this. We are clearly that farmer strength, you know. Farmer strength is a thing. You know, it's like dad strength. Or old man strength. Or the dad strength. I'm sure some of you know what I mean. So if we do that and then jump in and fasten belts, and we need to get around there. Let's go this way. See, they look pretty good on the back. By the time we've piled some eggs on top, it might not look so good. But, I don't know if I can sneak past to the trailer down here. We go slow. Yeah, loads of room. So let's grab the eggs. Okay. We've gone to the menu instead. And we are going... Oh, it's because I went in the worker menu. But we're going to check the prices for the things we have to sell. So eggs are Le Jardin de Fermier Farm Shop. Yep, that was perfect pronunciation, I know. I'm really good. Really good at words. And then melon. Oh, the restaurant. So what was the restaurant paying for eggs? The restaurant is paying pretty good for eggs, so we are going to go there. So I don't know where that is, but hey, we'll find out. And as I said, these were taken off intentionally light enough that I could pick them up. And you can put them on the back. A little bit of work. There we go. Let's jump back in, redo the tension belts, and then check the map. See where we have to go. So, no. Brain no worky. So, let's see if we can see it flashing. There it is. So it's up near the store and to the right. Okay. We can do that. Excuse me, Mr. Chicken. I'll take you along for the ride this time so you can see the hilarity if I crash. And there we go. So it's pretty quick. 50k actually feels very quick in this. And that's accentuated by the somewhat twitchy steering. So there is every chance I will crash. Hopefully if I do, I won't flip it. Because otherwise we're going to end up with a fruity omelette. And I'm not sure that's going to taste good. So, drive it like Miss Daisy. Or like I missed Daisy's chauffeur, I guess, because she didn't actually drive. And if you're young, you probably have no idea what I mean. You young'uns. Yeah. Get these sold, see how much we're going to make, and that will be it for today. Bit of a mixed bag, bit of building. I haven't actually put the PGA to use yet, but hopefully next game day we'll have a worthwhile amount of output to move, because it's from cows. You all laughed, didn't you? Yes, good. So we are nearly there. I feel tired today. I'm always tired. I know. I'll stop whinging about it. It was quite a busy day at work today. I was happily working away at something and then had a message from someone saying, have you done this yet? Because it needs to be done by insert date that's not very far away. And I didn't realize there was a deadline for it. So it's like, no, but I will. So that made things a bit busier than I had planned for. Alright, let's go down here and in here, and we'll see if we can sell these things. I think we'll back in. This is a cool little bit here. For this size farm, it's brilliant. Right, there we go. Sell little things. Let's undo the tension belts. This is a decent amount of cash, actually. For not very long running. I'll take that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button. We don't smash like buttons. If you smash it, you have to buy me a coffee. Comments, questions, suggestions below. I will see you next time.